God, yourself, everyone else. GYE. So really what this video is about, and if you're not someone that believes in God, respect that. I'm not here to judge you. And my relationship with God, where, I'm still a baby. God's been in my life my whole life as a baby, but, recently where I really formed a great relationship with God has only been 3-4 years. I was in a constant battle my whole life, and but that's another story. But really, I always say to people, if you don't believe, God exists, then go watch the sunrise. And if you want to say universe, that's fine. If you say you're spiritual, that's fine. I'm not here to judge you. I love you no matter what. We're all in this world together, right? But really, the most important parts of that GYE, God, yourself, everyone else, where a lot of us live. So let's just take the G, for example. Like me, I know I have to give thanks to God every day, right? Pray to God every day. Ask him for forgiveness. Give me, thank him. Pray for family. Pray for people that are in need. And really just put him first, because, if that's in line, then comes me, because now, okay, my relationship's good with God, and now myself. But so really the most important part of GYE, right, for me, obviously number one is God. If you're somebody that's, like I said, that's fine. That Y and E is everybody, okay? So we'll take religion out of it quickly, right? If that makes you feel more comfortable, because it's not about me trying to save you or, convince you that's not what it's about. What I'm here to tell you is, what is the Y in your E? Yourself, everyone else. And I have that written down in my book that I have. It can't go in reverse, right? If it goes in reverse, you're constantly going to be failing and struggling at life, right? Like, I'm going through a very challenging time right now in my life. Very challenging time from all areas. But I have to find that time for myself, to take the time to myself, whether, it's physically going for a walk and taking care of myself, writing down my gratitude, doing my routine. I do take time for Tom every day. And it's hard in these times because this has been a really challenging month for me. A lot of crying, a lot of battling, a lot of, but I follow that golden rule that I made for myself and that we should all make. We can't, because if you're not helping yourself, right, then how could you help everyone else, right? You can't do it in reverse. If you're constantly helping everybody else, right? So this doesn't mean that you don't help people, right? It doesn't mean don't serve people, right? What it means is you have to be there for yourself first, every day. Then, your mother, your father, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. This is not about ignoring them, but if you're not taking care of yourself, then you're not going to be a good partner. Your relationships are going to struggle. Your job is going to struggle. Your relationship with God, everything's going to just struggle, and I'm a testament, man. It's over 40 years. Where is a constant battle with myself, my own worst enemy. Unfortunately, people die every day, and they don't realize that. So thankfully, God opened my eyes, and it took a long time. I'm still struggle every day, but taking time to yourself every day, whatever it is, that's the most important thing. Because if we do it in reverse, if we're helping everybody else, then we fail, right? Think about it, Like if you're working a job hundreds of hours a week, and you don't have time to exercise, and you don't have time to this because your bills are mounting, and this, that, and the other. So you're helping out everybody else, but not yourself. And then you're ultimately just taking time off your life. You're slowly dying. We can't buy time back. I believe in eternal life. I'm not afraid to die, and I want to be in a great place and have eternal life with God. But it makes me smile. I know that. But of course, on this earth, the presence of people, for what I know now, I want to be here as long as God blesses me to have, right? So the more I take care of Tom and this, my mental health and my physical health, and first, it's going to be better relationship. Doesn't mean that things don't struggle. So it's very important. Let that sink in. It can't go in reverse. And I think that's a lot of times it's challenges for a lot of us. You know, if you're in the middle of, you know, whatever, you know, I don't know, doing something in the morning that's important, you're out for a run. It's okay to ignore the phone call. It's okay to or not respond to the text right away unless it's obviously something important or an emergency. It's not, because then you're taking time away from yourself, you know? What's his, I forgot his name, Ed Milet, somebody that I follow, really, really great motivational speaker. And he said something like, it's right, in the morning, he has this thing where a half hour, he just leaves the phone, right? He doesn't look at the phone for first half hour, he's up. And it's true what he said, because it's immediate distraction. You know, I have to get better at that, because right away, you know, you're ready to see something. You know, that's you're starting the day off negative, positive, whatever it is already. You're starting the day off with a distraction, you know, taking the time away from yourself. Yeah, I thought that was cool that he did that. But yeah, so GYE, God, yourself, everyone else. Have a great night. Love you guys. Be there for yourself, and you'll be better for everybody else.